Your immigration case is likely going to take a long time to be processed or paused altogether, and here's why. Let's talk. Since taking office, this administration has made quite a lot of changes within the immigration space. If you're an individual who entered the United States under one of the Biden parole programs, whether it was the program for Ukrainians or the program for Cubans, Haitians, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans, understand that the administration has also put a pause on applications by individuals who entered the United States through that program. So this means if you have a pending application before USCIS, effective immediately, USCIS has been instructed by the administration to pause further processing of these applications. And so if you've submitted an application and you qualify under these programs, or you entered the United States under these programs, it's likely that your application process has been paused indefinitely until the administration lifts this pause. You may have heard that the Department of Homeland Security has let a lot of employees go. This also includes individuals who work for USCIS, which is an agency responsible for processing your immigration applications and your requests for green cards, naturalization, and work authorization documents. With this likely shortage in resources, it's expected that individuals will see longer waiting times for their applications to be processed. Obviously, with less staff on hand, there are less individuals to get to applications, which means you and your loved one will likely have to wait a longer time to get an application processed. Also be aware that interview waivers are no longer really happening, which means that more officers will need time to evaluate each applicant individually, call them in for an interview, which ultimately will affect other applicants who are waiting in line for their applications to be processed. So what can you do now to ensure that your application is not further delayed? Make sure you're submitting the correct application. This would be a good time to seek the assistance of an immigration attorney to ensure that your application is prepared correctly. Anything you need to do to minimize the chance of getting a request for evidence or notice of intent to deny is in your best interest, because receiving either one of those correspondence will affect your application processing time. And for individuals who entered the United States under any of the Biden parole programs, which have now caused your application to be paused, please keep in mind that we're still monitoring to see if there are any updates or any changes to this policy. If you have any questions or thoughts about this, please let me know in the comments. And as always, if you or a loved one need any assistance, give my office a call. That's all.